What's up, Internet? My name's Ori. Welcome back to the channel. It is Monday, September 23rd, day number 70 inside the Big Brother house. Just when we thought, hey, it's going to be a normal week, finally, things get turned up on their head. We might see the veto get used for a 10th straight time. Let's talk about that, plus all the intel drama and more from yesterday's live feeds. But first, if you are new here, hit that subscribe button. You like this video, hit that like button, hit that notification bell. You'll never miss a video. You'll never miss a stream. Speaking of, if you did miss yesterday's update, we had an exclusive interview with Chenbot himself, where he shared some of his zings for the previously evicted house guests. Go check that one out if you missed it. To give you a recap, though, if you haven't been keeping up with everything happening this week, after a week in Janky World and a visit from Chenbot, MJ won HOH. She nominated Chemo and Angela, with Angela as her main target, but not revealing that to Leah or Angela and allowing them to think that Chemo was her target. MJ then won the power of veto. So will she keep her noms the same, or is there a bit of a blindside in the works? Well, Angela's paranoia continued to be fueled this morning with lots of people with just how they're acting. Chemo being very chipper and not very down. Just she's getting that vibe that things are a little bit off. Once again, she asked Leah, like, hey, do you think MJ and Chelsea are coming after me? Leah told her, hey, I haven't heard that at all. But, you know, it has happened before where people have flipped on me, so I can't be too sure. But if it even is a tie, I think MJ's going to keep you. So you're going to be fine, Angela. I think she would evict Chemo in that situation. Angela said she would go and actually try to see if MJ would use the power of veto on her. And that, you know what, Chelsea would be someone who doesn't have your back and would have Cam's back way more than she would have MJ's back. But all this doesn't even really matter because Cam and Chelsea went to work today. They were trying to get MJ to see if she would use the power of veto, put up Leah, which MJ had already pushed back on. She didn't seem like that was something she really wanted to do for jury management, but also just in general, she didn't really want to play a game where she had a lot of people a lot. She already felt like that she was finally having the lie in this game with Leah and Angela about Angela being the target, and she just really wanted Angela to go. And it didn't even seem like she was that interested in Cam and Chelsea as they were trying to push Leah as a renom going up this week. But then as they continued to push more and more and tell her about how Leah is lying to you and she doesn't have your back and she wants to get you out eventually, and that how this move would actually gain respect of the house, who are all going to be in the jury anyway, MJ actually seemed to kind of be wondering if she should actually just do this. And she says, should I even tell her first, or should I just blindside her at the meeting? Uh-oh. Now, Rubina met up with MJ, and she basically pitched to her, like, listen, I'm not going to win this thing. Like, you could take me to the final three with you and Chelsea, and I'll be fine. I know I'm not going to win, which I think is a little bit more of like a possum play, right? Where she's just trying to play that, you know, don't worry about me, I can't win. But also, like, there's a little bit of truth to it. I think she actually does kind of believe this. She's had a similar conversation with Cam about neither of them having a good chance at winning. But also, realistically, while the chance is rough, if she was up there against someone like MJ, she would have two locked in votes with Chemo and with T-Core if they ended up in the jury, if it was Rubina and MJ up on the block. So you really would only need two more votes to actually win the whole thing. So while, yeah, it probably is a low chance that Rubina would have the win, I think there actually is still a possibility. You just got to get there in the end. That's half the battle, is just sitting in one of the final two chairs. If you don't get there, the jury votes don't even matter. So she continued to tell MJ that, like, hey, I actually think, you know, you could take me to the final three, because I think Leah's plan for a final three is her, Angela, and Cam. MJ was like, that is not happening. I'm not going to let that happen. And she actually goes on to tell her that she's considering pulling Chemo down and putting Angela up on the block. eventually even just saying that's what she wants, that she wants Leah out, and thinks everybody would be on board to do that too. Chelsea, Rubina, and Chemo, they were actually out back chatting. And while they didn't actually get into anything specific, they were chatting game. Meanwhile, Leah was up on the upper balcony listening in. And she went and she told Angela about all this. And she said she couldn't actually hear what was going on, but they were shushing when they ended up realizing that she was up there, and that it just kind of made her feel really uncomfortable and didn't really like what was going on with this. She then went back to the backyard where she caught them testing to see if you can hear from the balcony. Oh no. Now later, Rubina filled in Chemo about MJ wanting to take him down, which he was shocked about. And it would have been interesting if Leah had actually overheard that, but she wasn't able to even hear anything, and they weren't mentioning it at the time. Now, they then had MJ Cam and Rubina who went to the HOH room because they had to watch the Wild Rabbit movie, part of winning the Power of Veto this week. MJ got to watch the movie and take 3 people along with her. She chose Cam, Rubina, and Chemo because they had not won HOH yet. That left Chelsea, Angela, and Leah to hang out in the living room, which they ended up really just kind of going over, things that happened in the season and stuff like that. And nothing too crazy, really there. Just, hey, we should all work together and stuff like that. Yeah, the things that happen when you get 3 people alone and they know they're going to be alone for a good bit. After that, though, Leah grabbed MJ for a very long chat in the HOH room, obviously feeling the vibe was off, catching the people chatting. She explained all that to MJ as well. And Leah really pushed for Angela to be staying this week because she would not put up MJ and she wouldn't put up Leah, and that Rubina should go up as a replacement nominee this week. MJ said she doesn't know what she's doing with this, and she still thinks that Chemo is probably the one that should be going, and really just overall seemed very uninterested in Leah's pitches. So it doesn't seem like it was going very well for her there. Now, after this, MJ actually ended up telling Cam, like, listen, a vendetta against Angela shouldn't stop me from making a $750,000 decision here, and that Leah should still go up on the block. We then had MJ meet up with Chemo, and she tells him that she might actually use the veto on him, and his response was like, oh my God, but is that good for your game? Like, I don't know, like, should you? Like, why does that make sense? Is that a good thing for you to do? Basically, like, trying to get himself not taken off the block. It was almost like he was campaigning to stay up there. Luckily, MJ doesn't seem to really care about that. So she just said that, listen, at the end of the day, I might lose Leah's jury vote in all this, but I'm going to be gaining everyone else's by pulling off this move. Chelsea then also went up and met with MJ to just kind of continue to make sure that the push for Leah as the renom was still the plan. And Chelsea actually slept over in the HOH room to try and make sure that Leah didn't have any late 5 a.m. chats like she did before the whole Quinn nomination. Now, MJ then went on and chatted with Angela, and she told her all of her concerns about Leah. And she's like, listen, I have to trust you on this with this one. And she gives all the reasonings on why Leah should actually be the one going up the block and leaving this week, telling her that Leah only saved Angela with the veto because she had promised her a jury vote and that Leah didn't really even care if Angela left after that. And she does confirm to Angela that Leah will be going up this week. But I also think Angela might think that MJ possibly will use the veto to save her still, not Chemo. Even though, like, MJ kind of laid that all out, like, this is what I'm going to do. For some reason, I think Angela might still be shocked that the veto is not used on her and it's used on Chemo, but we'll see how that goes. Leah did try and get up into the HOH room to chat with MJ one more time before everybody went to bed. She was up there with Chelsea, Cam, and MJ, but Really wasn't able to get anything done with them in the room. Eventually, Chelsea and Cam did leave for a bit, and Leah seems like she is completely unaware of any danger that she is in. So, as of now, MJ is going to use the veto on Chemo, and Leah will be the replacement nominee. I expect this to cause some drama. Leah might have a little bit of a repeat of what she did when Quinn was nominated and just kind of go into a little bit of depression and kind of just self-isolate in her room and in her bed. But I'm actually hoping more for a fiery Leah who might go off on MJ, maybe even Chelsea. I feel like Chelsea is kind of like gearing up for it. She's like ready for it to come out if it happens. Is looking forward to this all going down. She is amazed that she was able to convince MJ to use the veto to put up Leah. Because really, this is not a move that is good for MJ. It's good for Chelsea. It's good for Cam. It's good for even Rubina and Chemo. It is not good for MJ. If we go and we look at our allegiance map for this week, not much changes, but again, you can kind of see where things start to go a little haywire here where, hey, you know what? If I'm Chelsea and Cam, why don't we just get rid of MJ? And then we're left with three people who really haven't been that good at comps in Rubina, Chemo, and Angela. Why will we keep MJ around when she is just winning everything? She has become the comp beast of the season. Might just be time to get rid of her during this double eviction. We might have went from seeing Angela leaving now to Leah and MJ leaving during the double eviction. What do you guys think of everything going on? Do you think that Leah is making a huge mistake if she takes down Chemo and puts Leah up? Do you think she should keep nominations the same and just get rid of Angela? Do you think she should have been going after someone like Chelsea or Cam this week to break up that duo? Let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments down below. I'm looking forward to see what happens today in the veto meeting. It should be a good one. Thank you guys all again so much for watching. We are on our way to 15K subscribers here on this channel. So if you are new here, hit that subscribe button. You like this video, hit that like button, hit that notification bell. You'll never miss a video. You'll never miss a stream. Thank you guys all again so much for watching. Check out the links to all of my socials in the pinned comment description down below. You can check out things like the Twitter and Discord. Great place to keep track of anytime new videos or streams are going live. But also just a great community over on Discord as well, where people are always chatting about what's going on the feeds, other reality shows as well. Also check out Twitch and Kick, where I'll be streaming a lot more once the season wraps up. And we are chugging along here. We are just 3 weeks away from crowning the winner of BB26. One of the craziest seasons where the most the unexpected situations have taken place. So yeah, I'm really excited to see how this all plays out the rest of the way. Thank you guys all again so much for watching, and I will see you next time.
Stop! Oh my armpits are itchy when I get scared. My armpits itch.